Hello guys, let me ask you a real quick question. What if you have between 60,000 Naira and 80,000 Naira in Nigeria and you want to buy an Android phone with it? Which phone would you buy? I guess at this point you already know you have a lot of options to choose from the Tecno Spark series to the Infinix Hot series and even the Itel S series. Well, I know I shouldn't have added an Itel phone to the list because Itel phones usually comes with a bunch of problems. But for the sake of our budget, let's just keep it where it is. In this video, I will show you the best budget Android phones you can buy within this price range. I've gone through a lot to pick just 5 of these devices and I'm sure you will love them. These are all low entry level devices and the only way for you not to be disappointed by their performance is to keep your expectations low. I also leave the link to their full review video in the description below just in case you want to check them out. Now that brings me to the first I have on the list, the Tecno P2, and the price is 60,000 Naira. This is the oldest of the 5 devices I will talk about, and as far as the Tecno P2 series is concerned, this is the highest device in the series. In appearance, it maintains a little less decent design. It has 2 cameras at the back along with a fingerprint scanner. The SIM house is in the left corner. The bottom comes with just the charging port and the microphone. If you are wondering where the audio jack is, you will find it at the top. Now let's go beyond the appearance. It's a 4G device with a 5000 mAh battery. The storage capacity is 32GB ROM and 2GB RAM without support for RAM expansion. The front camera and back camera have 5MP sensors and you can't do much with them. The display is still a little below average with a resolution of 720 by 1560 pixels. 1560 pixels could have been 1600 or 1612 pixels, and that would have made the quality of the display a bit better. P2 is not that special, but for 60,000 Naira, it's surely a good deal. Another phone that I believe is a better deal with slightly better performance is the Redmi A1 Plus. The Redmi A1 Plus is 60,000 Naira. It's also an Android 12 device with a better processor, MediaTek Helio A22. The processor is almost 2 times better than the MT6739 processor of the Tecno P2. It even gets better because the A1 Plus has a very good design, and the design for me is one of the reasons I like the A1 Plus. A quick check on the body, it has 2 cameras at the back, a USB 2.0 charging port, and a microphone at the bottom. The SIM house can be found at the left corner. Like the P2, A1 Plus does have some limitations, which includes the storage capacity, the camera, and the charging capacity. It runs on 32GB ROM and 3GB RAM and does not support RAM expansion. There is absolutely no way you can play serious games on this device. Even with this, the 3GB RAM storage is a better option in comparison with the 2GB RAM of the P2. The main camera is 8MP and the front camera is 5MP, and frankly, this is quite unsatisfactory. And put together the fact that the charger is just 10W charger, which will take almost like forever to charge a battery, it only makes things worse. But on the bright side, it comes with a 5000 mAh battery, a 4G internet connection, and an IPS display of 720 by 1600 pixel resolution, and I consider this very fair and lovely. And about this display, it does deliver more than the specification. I leave the full review video in the description section below just in case you want to check it out. Beautiful design for the price, and I think it will be beautiful as well if you subscribe to my channel and like this video. The third device I have on the list is the Itel S18, and it is available at 65,000 Naira. The Itel S18 is the latest device from the company at the time of making this video and also comes with a nice design. On the surface, it has 3 cameras at the back and a fingerprint scanner. At the bottom, there is an audio jack, a microphone, a USB 2.0 charging port, and a speaker. And just like the Redmi A1 Plus, the SIM house is positioned to the left. Now, a little beyond the surface, it supports a 4G network, comes with a 5000 mAh battery, and has a display resolution of 720 by 1612 pixels. The ugly part here is the camera. The 8MP camera on the Itel S18 does not perform as much as the 8MP camera on the Redmi A1 Plus. So they both have the same 8MP camera, but the Redmi A1 Plus does give better footage. The one reason why the Itel S18 is a better option when compared with the Redmi A1 Plus is that it has a bigger storage capacity and supports RAM expansion. It comes with a 64GB ROM and a 2GB RAM that can be increased by another 2GB, giving a total of 4GB. The challenge is to activate RAM expansion on the Itel S18, you'll have to update the phone, and to update the phone, it will take you about 4 hours, which I believe is way too long. Anyways, I think the Itel S18 is a good device for the price. Now, the fourth one on the list is the Infinix Hot 20i Helio A22 variant. It will cost you 72,000 Naira to get this device. Just like the Itel S18, the Infinix Hot 20i runs on a 5000 mAh battery, is built on Android 12, and supports a rear fingerprint scanner. It comes with 2GB of RAM, with support for RAM expansion of additional 2GB. If you compare the 32GB ROM storage space of the Infinix Hot 20i with the 64GB ROM of the Itel S18, it just doesn't make sense to me that the Infinix Hot 20i is more expensive. To make matter worse, of the 4 devices I have considered so far, the Hot 20i design seems to be the ugliest. One good thing here is that it has a 13 megapixel main camera at the back and takes really decent shots, which is the best so far. It also has a bright display of 500 nits that can still show its content under sunlight. While the Hot 20i have its good and bad side, I personally believe that the Itel S18 offers better value for money. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I would love to read your opinions and comment on them. This is the last phone under review. It is the Vivo Y02 and the price is 70,000 Naira. This is the device with the most pretty design out of all the phones I mentioned in this video. The entire back is made out of plastic material, but it doesn't feel like it. If I didn't know earlier, I might have concluded that the entire back is made out of glass. It doesn't feature anything special. It runs on Android 12 Go edition, supports 4G internet network, and is powered by a 5000 mAh battery. Sadly, the storage capacity is only 32GB ROM and 3GB RAM without RAM expansion. The display resolution is 720 by 1600 pixel. I feel this is normal and what should be expected. What I think is an issue here is the camera quality. 8 megapixel at the back and 5 megapixel at the front. Maybe Vivo could have made the back camera 16 megapixels instead of 8 megapixel. But the back camera is still very useful. So which of these devices should you buy? At this point, it doesn't depend on my opinion, it depends on your pocket, and I will recommend that you buy what your pocket can afford. Remember that these are all entry-level devices and they all have their downsides, and the biggest one for me is how long it takes to charge a battery. They usually comes with 10 watt chargers or 15 watt chargers at most, and it takes several hours to charge a battery. Also, because of their low storage space, it is normal for any of these devices to have problems with multitasking. It is also normal to experience frequent freezing, slow performance, or even overheating. These devices are designed to help meet up with daily routines like making calls, sending text messages, making calculations, and taking pictures. If you want to go further beyond these things, like playing heavy games, watching high-resolution movies, or frequently browsing the internet, you will surely need a more sophisticated device. In the meantime, this is the Tecno P2 review video. The review video of the other devices is in the description. Check them out and see you in my next video.